What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Box Out Boys podcast. We are the NBA podcast of the people, your home for lukewarm takes and substandard analysis. I'm Titus Two Shots Dominguez, and with me tonight, it's Chris, the Stats Man Gorman. Hit him with the stats, Chris.
Hey. All right. So I asked Chat to help me out. Chat is an AI chat, and Steph.
Chat.
The one interesting stat gave me: Steph Curry has more career 3-pointers than any NBA team made through the entire 1980s. Whoa. So thank you, Chat, for that one.
That is insane. Also joining us tonight, it's the coach, the Lombard, Joe McCroskey. Get that, Joe. Uh-oh, you're muted there, Joey.
Sorry. Yes. No. Coaching all defense all the time. Nonstop.
Yes, all defense all the time.
Are you a full court press kind of a?
No.
Okay. We zoning already at this age too.
Yeah, we're running like a 4-corner zone with a roamer at the top.
You're doing a box and one.
Box and one. We're doing box and one.
We're doing box and ones.
That's what it's called. Yeah, true coach here. Box and one.
Box and one. He's got his top defender on their best guy.
Wow. Right. That's right. JD plays the top, shuffles his feet.
Oh wow,
gets bigs.
All right. I like it.
He wants to be the point guard, so he's got to guard the ball handler.
Wow. Already the nepotism has begun in his coaching regime, and the insane defense is perfect.
That's right.
Oh, well,
I might be the only coach who coaches 5-year-olds with a whistle around his neck.
Wow, he's just out there hustling. This is great. This is Joey Knight, the Hoosier himself. Oh man, well, we got a fun show for you guys tonight. A little more fun than Joey's practices is. I take it.
Hey, our team is going to be the Purple Dinosaurs. Don't tell me we're not fun. Okay, we voted tonight.
Barneys.
Purple Dinosaurs. So the Raptors, right? The Barneys.
Oh, we should be the Purple Raptors. It's a good idea.
I should get the Raptors logo. Yeah, this is great.
Yeah,
it's a great call.
All right. Well, we got a fun show tonight. We're going to talk about. Joey's got a little news segment for us. We're going to talk about the All-Star starters have been announced. We're going to talk about those. Talk about any possible snubs. Maybe get in a little bit into our reserve picks, and then we got a Bulls question to round us out tonight. But overall fun. How you guys been? Been good? Ready to talk some ball?
Let's do it.
Things have been better. We got ball.
Yeah, well, yeah, we should have been at a game today, but it's okay. All right. Well, with that, we're going to Joey's news. You had a little news question for us?
Yeah. Well, I got a few. Little nuggets. So trade deadline's coming up. Very, very shortly here. I don't know if anybody watched Bucks Thunder last night. Giannis afterwards had some words, had some things to say.
Heard about this.
Chris is nodding his head, but I screenshotted a quote here of a potentially very telling thing. So he said, we're not playing hard. We're not playing to win. We're not playing together. Our chemistry isn't there. Guys are being selfish. We just don't get it, ... and we don't have enough time.
Whoa.
That last part's awesome, too. We don't have enough time.
Is that the closest we're going to get to Giannis being like, I am about done here? I'm out? Good?
How much closer can we get?
Mm-hmm.
We've been at this line, it feels like, a few times. We could probably have some other Giannis quotes that are as cryptic as this. It's like, yeah, he wants out.
It feels like he wants out, but he doesn't want to say he wants out, which is like, dude, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You either got to do this, pull the Band-Aid off, and go, hey, look, man, I'm ready to go. This isn't working. Send me somewhere. Or
this is what happened with play. This is what happened with Damian Lillard.
Yeah,
he went for years, and then ironically, because then he went to Milwaukee.
Yeah,
and now Giannis is like, oh, I don't really want to go, but I kind of do. It's like, dude,
he took 11 shots last night.
It's not a ton.
That's not a ton.
I think he's on a minute. He's on a minutes restriction too.
Is he?
Okay. So I think that's why he sat for the last.
Yeah, I mean, he called out his team.
5 minutes.
He pretty much called out his entire team. How can I create for my teammates and for myself, and how can I help the team be more successful? I don't understand. Maybe because we're young. Maybe because guys think it's their turn. I don't really get it. I really don't. Maybe I just got to demand it more. This guy doesn't get it.
Dude, yeah.
Man, that is.
I mean, LeBron was feeling like this too with the Cavs in like 2006, right? 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And then he went to
Rivers coaching that
Miami.
team too.
And was who coaching that team?
It was Doc Rivers coaching that team too.
Oh,
He was
right.
supposed to be the savior, right? Gonna
Say
bring him
Mike
to the
Brown.
next level.
I think it was Mike Brown.
That was a
coaching
Mike
that team
Brown.
then?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Doc Rivers was still in Boston at the time, kicking LeBron's ass.
But now,
Um,
like, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, let's just go. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I think as we get closer to the deadline here, we're gonna maybe start talking about some trade possibilities. But he's got to. They got to do something with that situation, just in general. They either got to try to, throw everything they can possibly do to reload, get him another player, or just go, all right, thank you, Giannis. This has been fun, but we can't do this anymore, man.
They did it for Miles Turner.
Yeah, I mean, they tried.
And he's been fine, but it's not.
That's
Oh,
not,
it's
that's
so
not going
crazy.
to cut it.
No.
Is this going to be one of the prime wasted primes of a
Primes?
superstar? Yeah, that we're going to see.
Ooh. Man, I don't know because he got the chip, so I think there's, I think if you get there, you can't consider it all wasted, but there certainly was quite
The last 3 years,
fall
man.
off. Yeah.
29, 30. He's 31 now. Like, he got hurt in the playoffs. So it's kind of his fault.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
quotes,
quotes,
he
yeah.
can't. Yeah, but still.
And
I
they
think
haven't won a series outside of
Yeah.
the titles, right? The title.
That title. I mean, I think they had a couple of cracks at it, like Chris said, and then obviously he got injured, and just those playoff pushes didn't really materialize because of the injuries. But then since I think those two he had, they really haven't had a real chance since. So, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Any other news?
Anthony Davis still floating around. I saw some rumors. Rich Paul said he wants out by the deadline.
Okay. Another
That seems pretty fair. That's not surprising in any way, shape, or form. Curious, there's gonna be some big names, I think, moving at this deadline. I think there's gonna be some activity.
I don't know. It feels weird, but
I guess big names, but maybe not impactful players. Maybe is the way to.
I think. Oh man, I think Davis could be an impact player. I hate that I'm saying that, but
For the Bulls?
I don't know. I was hearing the rumor of New York, right? For Cat is the big sort of matzo ball out there. Big matzo ball. That maybe happened because the Knicks are struggling so much recently. I think you're right, Joey. I think there might be a big name. I mean, it's weird because I want to say like nothing happened last year, but last year was the Luka trade, so
right. They kind of overshadowed it all.
It showed us everything, but I'm curious.
That was my news, though. The news was Giannis pretty much putting it on the table finally.
Hello. we
got a visitor.
A guest on the podcast.
She got a hot take about Anthony Davis?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. No.
I'm trying to record a podcast. Oh, that's fine. Well, that was a good one. Oh, good news and notes, man, for sure.
Or we could add Jimmy Butler too as a news piece during his ACL.
ACL done.
Does he come back?
No, they've said right. It's season ending.
Oh yeah. I meant like, does he come back ever? Period.
No.
Like, or
he's 35 years old.
Is this it?
Could you imagine tearing your ACL right now?
No, I wouldn't walk again.
Wow. You mean Jimmy's done in the league? I mean, I was thinking maybe.
Especially at a high level. He's been playing really. I think his win shares was like 4th in the league this year. So he's been better than
he's been playing all right.
Other numbers show, but
well, I mean, that was another thing that was I think it was floated around by Bones on No Dunks that they should start having a conversation about Steph Curry about what they want to do.
Yeah.
Hello.
So what did they say though? Like
they kind of
you're just gonna write it out.
Yeah, they were like, it's not gonna happen, but
crawl into the sunset.
Would you guys, with this injury and obviously like a dark period coming for Golden State, Joey, what would you do here in this, in that spot?
If I
Would
was
you
Golden
even
State,
would you go to him at all, or would you just say, hey, look, this is it?
I think you go to Steph and you say, hey, this is what it's going to be. Like, we're probably not contending again.
Yeah.
So if you want out, you say the word and we'll find the best offer we can get. Like, you tell us where, right? You pretty much build what you want to happen. If we can make it happen, we'll do it. Something tells me he would probably just be like, yeah, I'm good. Like, I'm sure he would like to win another championship, but like, I think the dude's pretty content with his career.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's how I would look at it. If I was the organization, I would just go to him and go, hey, look, if, we'll be the bad guy here. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you just kind of don't really want to ride this out, we'll do it. And, it won't be you asking for it. It won't be anything like that. You're obviously welcome back if if and when you want to do a retirement tour. But obviously, you meant so much to the organization. If it was me in that spot, I would definitely give him a
He just
kind
of strikes me as the kind of player who's like, no, I'd rather just retire here and just be the one franchise guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris, any thoughts on that possibility?
I don't know. I felt like, is there a way they could trade for Giannis? Like,
okay.
Just blow it up. Like,
just blow it up.
In that sense. But I don't think they trade Draymond. Draymond feels like a poor man's version of the one team guy.
Would you do like Jimmy's contract, Draymond, Kuminga for Giannis,
Moody, some picks?
I mean, if you're the Warriors, yes, you do in a heartbeat, but
some picks.
I don't know.
That's.
I don't think the Bucks.
Bucks like something better, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do a deep dive. The Bucks have really becomes more of a thing. I remember like a few weeks ago, I thought like, oh, this is actually going to become a thing, and then it died down again. I'm like, okay.
Then he gets spanked again by some team, and is like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm back.
Or you get spanked by the Thunder, which is like, okay.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah. You lose by 20 to the Thunder. That seems pretty normal. That's reasonable.
Yeah. All right. Well, so we'll definitely some stuff to touch on next week.
Yeah.
I think maybe we can start.
Get the antennas up.
Get the antennas up. Put our ears to the ground. See what the action might be at the trade deadline. All right, but we had the All-Star starters announced the other night. So we'll just go. I'll go East and West here, and then we can talk about possible snubs in the starters, or who you guys think maybe. Obviously, positionless here, so a little interesting twist. And then, of course, these will not be the starters on the All-Star teams because of the new format. So, but in the East, we had Cade Cunningham, Jalen Brunson, Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Maxey, and Giannis himself. Over in the West, we had Luka, Jokic, Steph, SGA, and Wemby. Stacked teams, at least on the West side for sure.
Stacked on the West, yeah.
Stacked on the West, and then
one American player
on the West,
internationals.
Right? Yes, and then it's all Americans on the East, right? Except for Giannis.
So are they going to divide this up now between internationals versus USA?
And there's two USA teams apparently.
The international team is huge.
Yeah, it's Luka, Jokic, SGA, Wemby, and Giannis is the starting five for the. Who's the three? Right? Giannis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giannis is the three. I mean, that Luka SGA backcourt is nasty, and then you're talking about your front line is Jokic, Giannis, and Wemby.
Godspeed.
Yeah, Godspeed is right. To Cade, Brunson, Maxey, and Steph. Wow.
Jaylen Brown. Don't forget Jaylen Brown.
Oh yeah, Jaylen Brown. Yeah,
he's gonna save it. No, this is a ass to belt or belt to ass, whatever you want to call it. Whatever the saying is. That's not going to be good.
No, all right. But any initial thoughts on East and West? Chris, we'll start with you here.
I looked at. There's like a breakdown. I'm glad they did this. They show like the player rank, fan rank, and media rank.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Call outs. Media rank. Jaylen Brown was number 1. Just Boston bias through and through. It feels like
just ballin' bias. I think if you're asking me, but whatever. I guess
player, 5th in fan, 1st in media. Like, okay, all right,
guys, balling
a little bit here. Cade's number 2. He should be 1 in the East. Steph Curry was kind of all right. And the Edwards didn't make the All-Star team.
Yeah,
as a starter. It's kind of annoying. What more? You get he's better than Luka this year so far.
Ooh, okay. I was gonna
He's
say, who
better
are you
than
taking off?
Curry, and he's beaten Wemby twice, but really once one-on-one. And so they're he was like neck and neck with Edwards or with Wemby. I don't think it could have been any closer. 6 and 7 in fan,
Yeah.
4 to 5 in media, 7 or and Edwards was
bad.
rated 4th by the players. Not too many gripes though. Like he's gonna make it regardless. So
yeah. Joey, any gripes? Were you feeling a certain way about these All-Star teams?
I was feeling a certain way about feeling a certain way about Wemby.
Oh, okay.
And
give it to us.
The injuries, the little bit like hasn't played a ton. He's played enough, but like coming off the bench, like he's obviously an all-star, but like is he a starting all-star is kind of where I start to question and get kind of like he is, but like you make the case for like Anthony Edwards. It's like like something has to get like there has to be some sort of, I know that they try and weigh it right, fan and media and player, but like it's almost like I want like the game minimum to apply in the all-star category as well. Like if you're injured or you're missing games, like you can be on the team, but you can't be selected as the starter.
That's my yes. I agree with that because Giannis only played 29 games and he was like clearly far above the all-star, and he's not going to qualify for postseason awards. So he's not going to make that 65. Wemby's almost worse with 30 and only 21 starts.
Right.
And Edwards has played 35 games. He was injured. That's what he missed. And there should totally be like some, because the way the NBA is, that's always based on the average per game. It's not like baseball is like the number of RBI you have. There's like volume stats involved with some other sports, number of touchdowns, and football. Like basketball is just like how many points did they score on average when they played. So it doesn't even matter if they played 25 games or 35 games, when that should totally matter. And it just doesn't in this league. That's kind of why we had to have that minimum in the first place. So Joey, I completely agree with your sentiment.
Is Brunson kind of questionable too, based on how bad the Knicks have been? I mean, I guess this voting was done probably before the slide started to happen, but like if you could vote today, is there some question mark around that?
I think the slide is very recent, so it's probably why. I think Mitchell was probably the one that you would slot in over Brunson, and maybe if the voting is a couple weeks from now, maybe that does change and it just shifted enough, for sure. Because
that's the interesting thing is now, like that stopped. Towns finished, I think 6th or 7th in voting. Yeah, 7th, and behind Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah,
and now it's like is even an all-star?
Yeah.
It's like when you would have been a starter, like almost it would have been
a couple weeks ago, no doubt,
and
then they just have a terrible run, and now
2-9. Oh, that's crazy.
Let's see, no real snubs. Yeah, other than that, I think really Ant and Mitchell are kind of the two you can point to from each conference as far as a maybe. Chris, did you kind of look ahead to reserves and see who you might be picking?
You want to go through my reserves?
Yeah, both of your reserves.
For the West, I got Edwards, Jamal Murray, Durant, Chet Holmgren, Booker, Avdia, and then reluctantly I put in Kawhi.
Okay. Reluctantly Kawhi.
Because he's played 30 games. He's been nuts. So it's like, all right, 30. And then when I realized Giannis has only played 29, I'm like, okay, they might be in a little too hard. Kawhi's been good. And then LeBron,
the LeBron
played 25 games. And it's like, I don't think LeBron's an all-star.
We can maybe have that debate in a minute here. I want to, the only other name I wanted to bring up from that is Şengün. I think maybe he should get some love. I know 2 Rockets might be a tough swing. I mean, who are you leaving off? I think it's probably Avdia at that point, but I don't, he's been balling too. So definitely an interesting one, but I wanted to bring him up. Joey, any other names you'd like to throw into that mix, or are those kind of the...
Is it weird that we just keep naming international players? Like there's just so many of them. Because like at some point, right, the way it works out is like if they fill that team.
Yeah, they can't.
they have to start like Adam Silver's just have to start picking non-international
All-stars.
players.
Yeah. It's
no, but like they'll pick the 24, but then he'll just put somebody from the international team onto the American team. Or
okay. Is that how he's gonna go? Yeah.
I don't think it has to. That's not going to impact who's an
This
all-star.
is so stupid. I don't even want to like.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around. Why did I thought it was...
No, because I thought you were right, Joey. I think he just I thought he was just gonna select players to make the all-star team. Because there still has to be it's 24, it's 2 10-man or what is it? 8 man rosters? 3 8-man rosters?
12.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about yeah.
So 5 and 3 subs, man. All right. I don't know. I really haven't deep dived into the format.
I did
at all.
when they first announced it.
Yeah.
We talked about it, and then I can't
I know
remember.
we talked about it, even out of annoyance. I haven't break it down.
So sorry, I meant to mention
go ahead.
over in Sengun as well. Other Harden, Randall, and Fox were the other 3 that I had. Is like,
Okay.
all right, maybe
Harden.
Fox though. Like for the Spurs, like how do the Spurs?
Yeah,
that's the weird.
It's weird.
Like Chet has to make it because the Thunder need to. It'd be weird not to.
Yeah. No, I mean the West is so deep, man. They should. I mean, well, we can talk about that.
So you have LeBron in your reserves too.
Like I kind of get it, and I think if you guys watched the No Dunks one, I think Trey kind of talked about this, and I agreed with them. I just think, I think there comes a time for certain players where you reach like a status that I think he should just be an all-star until either he doesn't want to be and he says, "Look, man, I'm ready to, don't even bother with it. It's fine. Let somebody else go," or until he hangs it up. I mean, we got maybe 2 more seasons after this of LeBron.
Yeah, it used to be like maybe this is last year. Now it's like, maybe he's got 2 more.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, either this is his last year and he hasn't announced it, which there's no way in hell he's not going to announce it before he does it, unless he just pulls the wool over everybody's eyes. I think, a lot of people have said, that next year might be his, his final season, which is, I just think, I think until he's done, I think he should be there. I think he represents the league. I know it's just a legacy pick. I don't think he's really earned it.
He's been fine.
But I don't think he's, an all-star. I don't think he's one of the best,
It's 25 games. Reeves has more win shares than him. That's why I'm like, maybe Reeves should be the second all-star, really.
But I'm more that. I mean, Joe, you would be the counterpoint to that. What do you think on that LeBron thing?
He should be there, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
If I got your buy-in, then
right,
I'm in. Yeah.
All right, he's
kind of like
LeBron's
in. It's kind of like when Jordan got to be a starter in his Wizard years, and it was like, you're doing this because it's it's important, and we all know this game means nothing, so it's kind of like here you go. I looked it up. So if NBA All-Star voting does not result in the selection of 16 U.S. players and 8 international players, which can include American players with ties to other countries if necessary, it won't be, but then NBA Commissioner Adam Silver will select additional All-Stars to join either group to reach that minimum. In that case, at least one team would have more than 8 players. So if the international team is above 8 right off the rip,
they
will have more than 8, and then he will fill in
the American teams.
So that means like Danny Avdia, who could be like the next guy to go in, wouldn't get in because he's international. They would instead go for like De'Aaron Fox because that's an American player.
That's curious. Like, let's say Danny Avdia doesn't make the All-Star team, and yes, he would be in theory the next guy up. But does Silver then like reach past them to grab a guy that's an American?
This is weird.
This is weird. I hate this.
I don't like that.
It's like you're gonna have. We're gonna have players that aren't all-stars being all-stars, right? I feel like that's where this is headed.
Well, the way that you're phrasing that,
that was directly from the NBA's website. I read it directly off their page. So
no, we're getting with you said with how many international players, and we still haven't even gotten to the East reserves. Chris, did you have like a roster of East?
I wrote through that real quick. Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Duren, Scotty Barnes, Carl Towns, Paolo Banchero. This is where, and Michael Porter Jr., Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, I had him.
That's my 12. That's 212. A couple. I only had 2 guys. I'm like, yeah, maybe it was from the Heat, either Norman Powell or Bam.
Yeah,
both. But yeah, that's
no Josh Giddey.
Sorry, bud. Dude, he's an MVP candidate for like 2 weeks
for
there.
first few minutes.
If he kept playing, maybe. Do you think?
If he didn't get hurt, yeah.
If he didn't get hurt.
He's on my extended list.
I agree. If he didn't get hurt, I think he's in that reserve conversation pretty.
So what's his
pretty
game?
easily.
He's at 30 games played, and his stats aren't good enough to really
like.
He's at 30 games played, 47% from the field, 19.2 points a game, 9 rebounds and 9 assists. So near triple double numbers.
It's crazy, yeah. But if he was at like 38 or 40, I think the Bulls would have a better record. And he'd probably be in the reserves.
Yep, I think that's fair.
Is he another guy that maybe gets screwed because he's a world player? Because like, you know what I mean? They pick Giddey, and it's like, okay, now we got 12 guys on this world's team. What are we doing here? I wonder if he kind of gets. I mean, not that. Let's say he doesn't make the East roster, which is a possibility. I think he's kind of one of those guys that's on the fence. If he doesn't make it. Yeah, does he just get glossed over? Like well, definitely not getting Giddey. You know, that kind of sucks for Giddey.
Yeah,
to be honest. Yeah, I don't like this at all.
I don't like it either.
Just go back East West. Michelle was very upset about it. She watched the announcement of the players with me today, and I was like, for
I think it still has to be 12 East and 12 West, though, right?
Yeah,
I think they're still doing that.
They're still doing that. And then they're just splitting them up, so that doesn't even matter.
Because if we just went more west, I think there'd be like 8.
Yeah, well, they still haven't announced how they're determining the 2 American teams. Like, once they draft them, they have yet to announce if they're doing captains and drafting or whatever they're doing. So
because look at the East. All right, so there's 5 starters on American-born starters. So then are those the 5 starters of one of the teams, or are they divided up over both of the teams? And we got, Steph and Brunson are the backcourt of one team, and Cade and Maxey are the backcourt of the other team with Brown.
Yeah. I don't know.
What are we doing here, NBA?
I don't know. Making it complicated.
This is so stupid. I think this is the first time all season I've really thought about this, and it's annoying the shit out of me.
All right. Any other player-related?
Okay, sorry.
Besides the rules, like I get it, the rules are weird, but like,
any
players you guys want to be like besides Giddey?
Any left for Derek White?
No.
Like LaMelo Ball, Con Knipple, honestly, should almost be in there.
Con Knipple should probably get some
rookie All-Star. How often does that happen?
If Tyler Hero can be an All-Star last year,
he's like top 5 shooter this year. It's crazy. Numbers.
The numbers are there, but yeah,
it's kind of like the only one.
One other call I wanted to make from the voting results that I noticed: Jalen Duren was 9th in media rank, but 30th amongst players. Kind of the biggest gap.
Interesting.
It's interesting that the Pistons have one clear player and then nothing else after that. Like it drops off.
Yeah.
Scotty Barnes. That's it from the Raptors.
Yeah, I mean, Siakam. I think
the Hawks. Anybody off the Hawks?
Jalen Johnson.
He was
my 12th guy.
He was on there. Okay.
Other than him, but I think he's the only one that really.
That's why when I was looking at the standings, I'm like, all right, the Magic. You can go Paolo, Franz, or Bane. None of them are good choices, but you kind of have to.
have to have one of them.
I mean, it's got to be Paolo, right? That's
That's what it is. Paolo.
I guess it's Paolo. Did we mention Ingram and Barnes as like somebody from the Raptors?
Barnes was on your list. Yeah,
Barnes is there. Okay. I couldn't remember if we did or not.
There's not a lot of.
No.
I mean, thank gosh it's not East versus West this year, because could you imagine?
Yeah.
Man,
be Slaughterfest. Might be actually interesting though, because maybe the East would probably actually care this year, because they'd be getting talk shit about the entire week leading up to it. There's no way this team has a chance.
Do we want to do the how do you fix the All-Star segment here? Or
Yes.
All right.
Do you have an idea?
I had an idea like a week ago, and now I'm losing it here. But
Let's
I got
save
an
it
idea.
next week. Let's.
you got an
If you have an
idea?
idea
Let's give your
now,
idea,
yeah.
Joe.
I got an idea.
All right.
Each team selects a 3-person team, and we have a 3-on-3 tournament. 10-minute games, half court, round robin, and you just rip it. Someday at like 5 o'clock to like 10 o'clock.
Oh man, I don't know. I don't like that either. It feels gimmicky, but
Yeah, too gimmicky.
Okay, too gimmicky.
3-on-3. What I've been watching the Big Three, that Ice Cube thing, and it doesn't look fun to watch. It's not fun to watch. Like, I just don't like the way it looks. It looks kind of dry and kind of a lot of stop and go.
Yeah.
It's just not that exciting. So that's my opinion on that.
Fair.
No, I
think at that, I'm trying to think of something that you would get competition out of, and like the 3-person team from like.
Well, Wemby talked about wanting to make it
like
more
the
competitive.
Wizards, like those guys would be competitive because they'd be like, our team sucks. We're not competitive in actual games, but like individually in a small setting, we are talented and competitive. So like they would actually care, but I don't know. Wemby has talked about it. He tried last year pretty hard.
Yeah.
But he was the only one in that weird
format, only one.
In that weird, awful format.
I think I want to see an end to the gimmicks. I just want to see East versus West.
Go back to it and just like try. I think when you put a gimmick on it, try less.
Well, I think it like brings this heightened awareness to the fact that nobody's trying, right? And if you don't treat the game with respect, if you went to the game like, there's no way we can change this format. This is, you know what I mean? Like, this is too important. We can't do this. It's like, the way they treat the 82 game schedule or whatever. Like, if you treated it with respect, I think the players would then ultimately, at some point, it's just like the dunk contest, right? Some years it's going to be good and some years it's going to be bad, but it's always got to be the same. If you try to do something different, then people would go, all right, nobody really cares. Just go, hey, this is what it is. I do like the idea of bringing back the team jerseys and not having an all-star jersey and just, the whites and then the away jersey, the darks. Just having, one team be in their light colors and then just, I think maybe that would help. Having your own team on your back, maybe that would be something where you're like, all right, well, I'm playing for the Celtics tonight. I'm not playing for East.
Yeah.
Maybe something. I mean, it's worked with the cup. Like maybe something where the players get money for their teammates, and so that like their all-stars are going there, and all their guys are going, hey, get us that $100,000. You know what I mean?
Give us some cash.
Yeah. Their bench guys are on 2As or whatever, and.
Are you guys watching?
Are
you guys watching the game? I mean, are you going to do it? Are you going to tune in just to see?
Yeah, I will. I always do.
Just curious, Titus. I was mostly for you because I could see you being like, and I'm not even gonna give it a shot.
I really lock in for the pomp and circumstance of the all-stars and the stuff like that. I'd like to see the show, and it was on brand for me to just go, I'm too cool. I'm going to skip it.
Yeah.
Watch a movie, but
it can't be worse than giving out fishing gear to announcers in the middle of the All-Star game. So
yeah, it can't be worse.
It can always be better than that.
This would be obviously new coverage this year. Is there any sort of maybe juice behind that? You know what I mean? Where is it going to be on NBC?
I would assume.
Right?
I would assume.
I know it's in LA at the Clippers arena.
The Clippers, all that to come.
So we'll see if there's anything that comes out.
That might be the best part of this entire thing. That there might be some special news coming out.
Yeah.
Pablo drop a podcast day of.
Oh man, that would be just like Pablo to do it. He, I don't know if we could talk about it off pod, but you guys listen to his last one, was fun. All right, any other thoughts on this? All-star?
No, West is stacked. East is not stacked. International team is going to be even more stacked when this is all said and done.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what they situate out with both USA teams. I think it's going to be a slaughter if the international team decides to care.
Decides to play. I think that's the problem. I actually don't think do you think that's maybe a little bit of a problem? Is that the international team is clearly the best team, and they clearly, or if they go into it and clearly don't care, like outside of like Wemby or somebody like that.
Yeah.
If they're just like, yeah, we don't really even care about this, man.
I think there's going to be some pride involved in that. It's kind of like a mini Olympics.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm curious. I'm curious to see.
I think there will be.
That's what they're hoping for, right? They're hoping that the
captains.
I'm going to call them Europeans, right? The Europeans at this point, that's mostly what they are just going to be like, we hate you, stinky Americans. So puny Americans.
I feel like there's just the only good outcome of this is if the world team really tries and loses. Because otherwise, if the American team tries and loses, then you're like, the world has surpassed us in basketball. As obviously as an entire entity, not just a single country or something.
Yep.
If they don't try and the Americans win, then you're like, yeah, the Americans won, but
we don't know if
Luka and Jokic, they didn't give a shit. Like, then it looks bad. I don't see what the. But I mean, I don't think it matters. Like, it doesn't matter to me if the Europeans win, but I kind of know they're better.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now, if they don't win, then they're not
better.
Don't
win.
I like that, Chris. Go USA. All right. Chris, you had a Bulls question for us.
Yeah, the Bull. All right, Bulls corner.
Bulls corner. Oh, I like that.
Let's put some music over this, Adam, when you get a chance.
Who?
We love you, Adam.
He doesn't listen.
Still in the group chat.
So the Bulls have 3 guys who are all at the age of either 25 or 26, who all play the same position, but who all aren't the best at the position. The Bulls actually have a better player that's 3 years younger to play that position. So what are the Bulls doing with these 3 guys? Those 3 guys I'm talking about are Tre Jones, Coby White, and Ayo Dosunmu. They can't keep having all these guys in this team. And the Bulls are like, yeah, well, watch us. We're just going to have all these guys and just play them all and go 20-21 and finish 40-42. So my thing is, Joey, they need to trade 1 or 2 of these guys. The Timberwolves could use one of these guys. So
there we go. Now we're at the bottom of it.
Your initial thoughts on how you stand with these 3 point guards.
All right. First off,
like to see past
you don't build championship teams without 9 or 10 solid guys. Okay,
that's true.
In order to get to 9 or 10 solid guys, you sometimes have to have 3 of the same player. Chris, okay,
take best available.
It takes a few eggs to make an omelet.
No, in all seriousness, that's tongue in cheek. My opinion is I did this almost like a start bench cut kind of thing, like start bench trade, I guess. I think Ayo is the keeper in my mind, because shooting 46% from 3 this year, he fits with the mold that the team is playing with and Billy's kind of philosophy. And we all know Billy's locked in for at least like 5 more years at this point. So the transition, kind of pace of play type player who's now amped up his 3-point shooting to a well above league average number. And he also can play defense, right? He can play most positions on defense on the floor. My bench would be Tre Jones. My bench would be Coby.
Okay.
And my trade would be Tre Jones. And I say the trade for Tre Jones is like the Bulls are going to be enamored with the fact that he's on this ridiculously great contract and that he's really cheap and he's going to be easy to keep around. But in my mind, that should be the opposite of it, right? Like he should be the most attractive piece to a team that actually needs something. And you should ideally be able to kind of squeeze picks, right? And say like, hey, you can have a Tre Jones, but like you're getting him at an absolute discount because of the work we did. So like the return should be whatever. I don't think Coby is going to yield much in the trade market because his play has been so variable this season, which is kind of been the tale of his career. If you go back to my presentation of Coby White is bad, I remember going through the stats of like when he has a 20-point game, what's his like game after performance, and it was always like this letdown, and that's kind of been what he's up to this year. So I feel like they're gonna fall in love with Tre Jones because he's cheap and because he comes in and gives them like the hard hat, muscle, whatever.
Pail.
Yeah, lunch pail thing, whatever that saying is. And they're gonna screw it up. But like Ayo is on a pretty good deal too. He's the kind of guy who's like not going to yield you much because like, is he going to keep up this play or is this kind of his ceiling? But like I'm okay with this if this is his ceiling. Like they found the perfect spot for him where he's not coming. He's coming off the bench. He's not a starter. So I love it. I think the core is kind of filling out here, but Coby isn't part of that core. But no one's going to take him. Tre Jones isn't part of that core, but people should absolutely want him.
Okay.
Well said.
That was great. I completely agree. Ayo shooting 46% from three.
Yeah, it's wild.
He's 6'4". He's a big body. He's perfect to keep around.
Yeah.
Tre Jones in the advanced stats, he wins. 3.6 win shares to Ayo's 2.6 to Coby's 0.7. Tre Jones from every advanced stat, he's the playmaking guy. Mr. Minnesota in 2018 from Apple Valley up
Bring
here.
him back.
And bring him back, dude. I am one who is enamored in love with Tre Jones because he's also on a cheap contract, as you mentioned, $8 million for the next 2 seasons after this one. Give me Tre Jones. You get Rob Dillingham and Leonard Miller, just a salary filler.
Just the name.
And no picks because that's how the Bulls do it. I don't think.
You're right.
Rob was the 6th overall pick. He just needs a fresh start. He's a hustle guy. I still like the guy. He's only 21.
Sounds like it.
But Tre, dude, I think Tre could really help for what the Timberwolves need this year. And the problem with Tre Jones, which Joe, I don't think you mentioned exactly, but I think you agree with the sentiment, is he shoots 32% from three. He's not really a 3-point guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's just he's an everything else guy at 6'1", 6'2". So give me Tre. I would love Ayo, but I feel like his price tag might be a little too high. The Bulls actually might want to keep him. But honestly, after all this talk, they're gonna look to shop Coby White, not find anything, and just not do anything.
That's correct.
That's exactly what's going to happen, which is disappointing. I like your guys' points. I'm going to start by saying I agree with all these points, but I'm just going to play devil's advocate for a minute. Is Ayo the move because he can get more? Like Chris said, the price tag is higher now. Like the actual paying price and what the Bulls would be asking for might be the issue that we have with trading Ayo. But Joey, I'll throw this to you. If you're getting let's say a significantly better return for Ayo, would you be willing to let him go if it meant first round picks, things like this?
Yeah, I would. I think the problem is like he's not like a player that fits with a lot of systems. Like he's not a point guard. He's not really like a good like catch and shoot. Like he's shooting really good this year, but if you watch like the way that he's getting his 3-pointers, a lot of them are on that transition game, and like a lot of teams kind of have that. I feel like the Bulls don't have that, right? Like selling him is harmful. Like they have an abundance of ball handling point guards, and they've clearly attached themselves to the one that they think is the best long term, which is Josh Giddey. And so far, like you can't argue with that logic, right? Yeah. He's been great for them. He fits kind of the vibe and the mold.
He's an all-star.
Yeah, he's a borderline all-star.
Borderline all-star. Yeah.
Ayo just like fits with how this team plays, and like I think I guess I don't know if teams are going to believe that the 46% is like a transitioning like stat. Like if he goes to Minnesota, does he still shoot that same percentage? Like the way that the ball moves there, it's probably not the same, but like it's almost like he's like an offensive Caruso kind of. Like he has value in the right system and like where he is, but it's not going to be for everyone kind of thing.
Yeah, but like on the right team, he's a huge piece. The question is, could they find a right team willing to give up enough assets that made it make sense? Because
I just don't know off the top of my head if that team, the team that needs like point guards, want like, I mean, Chris, you probably like him, but like I don't know if Ayo in Minnesota is the same as Ayo is on the Bulls.
Who knows? Like,
Right.
yeah, the offensive scheme would be different.
The offensive scheme would be different.
Yeah, he's his 3 points made last year was 1.3 off of 4.1 attempts. This year it's 1.9 off of 4.2. So he's just making more off of the
Right.
same volume. So is
Okay.
that? And to Joey's question, thing is like, is that sustainable? It's a 37 game sample size. I don't know. So
Yeah, is that real or is it just a
like
hot
Patrick
streak
Williams
here?
looked like somebody that was going to become good for a minute, and then
When?
I mean, out of those three, though, Ayo should garner the most
Yeah.
in return if
Yeah,
you were
he's
going to
got-
trade
yeah.
him. Like, he should be the one that would get you the best return, but I don't know. Kobe's ceiling should be the highest out of those three in terms of scoring threat,
Right.
but
Yeah.
someone's going to have to convince themselves that that is the thing that's going to happen.
I think you were right, Joey. His value right now is so low. Like,
Yeah.
they should have traded him a year or two ago, and they didn't. And this
Yep,
is
last year was his year, right?
Yeah.
Or 2 years ago, I guess, when he was up against with Maxey for most improved. Kind of continued it last year. And then
Man, that was 2 years ago. That feels crazy.
two
I thought it was
seasons ago.
last year.
what happens if Kobe wins that award? Maxey doesn't. Does Kobe become what Maxey is? Right? No, I'm just-
I mean, it was stolen from him. He was better than Maxey
It was
that year.
stolen.
We
I will
talked
agree with
about
you
this.
there. Yes, it should have been
Crazy.
Kobe, but
that trajectory. Is
That's where we're at.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where we're at. His contract's up. Like he's gonna walk for nothing.
that's like I mean that's what the Bulls do is that, they see a guy like that, they get sniffs an award, and now he's untouchable, or they ask way too much for him, and
He's gonna go to
instead of
Atlanta.
just going getting
He'll be a-
value. Yeah.
He'll be a great Trey Young replacement.
Gosh, he'd be
Okay.
perfect in
Wow. Yeah,
Atlanta.
that would be a great spot.
Dyson
for him.
Daniels can't hit.
They can let
Shot
McCollum
to save
walk
his life.
on his
It's like,
expiring
yeah.
contract and
Yeah.
swap into Kobe.
Man.
You
Why
heard it
would
here,
do all
folks.
these Bulls players fit so much better on other teams?
Because
Yeah,
they're
I was-
individual. They're individualistic. Like they're good on their own. They're not good as a collective whole.
But like even when Chris was saying Tre Jones on the Wolves, I'm like, that's
it
something.
makes so much
Like it
sense.
makes so much sense. Like that's just
Trey Jones, I think, on a lot of teams like that need
Yeah,
a
yeah.
point guard would be fine.
a solid guard. So
Yeah.
Well, anything else tonight, guys?
Now
He's also
No.
brother of Tyus Jones.
yes,
Yeah, Tyus.
Yes.
He used to play for the Timberwolves, so good
The
trade now.
Wolves. The Timberwolves.
I mean you could have had Trey Jones in the offseason. You just didn't want him. He was available.
Chris is like, yes, we're regretting that every.
We had to give Rob a chance, and
Yeah. Oh, so your franchise isn't that smart either.
Yeah,
see.
don't have that Bulls
Ah,
mentality,
okay.
man.
yeah,
Come
we
on.
can't swing. You don't.
That's what you get. It's
bet
what you get for
1,000.
giving chances on young players. Sometimes you just got to cut them early and go get a Trey Jones.
That's the
Yes,
thing. Rob
man.
might. He's 21. I did the
Yeah.
same thing with Coby White. Like, hey, he's
How'd
only
that plan out
20.
for you?
And it worked out for a couple of years, and now
It
we're
did.
here because they didn't sell when they should have.
Yeah.
I think that was like with that to round off that conversation. I just think he's not on the timeline of the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves are competing now.
And that's why Tre Jones is 26. He's
Yeah.
same age as Ant, or a year or two older. It's perfect. Like Rob's just a little younger. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd
It's a little young for that group. That group is trying to win NBA championships.
right?
That's right.
All right. Well, that is it for us tonight. Follow us at social media at the Box Out Boys. Slide those DMs. Be sure to subscribe, rate, and review on YouTube and Spotify. We very much appreciate that. And on TikTok, check out our shorts. Those have been fun. So until next time, guys, Box Out.